Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we show you how to replace an engine ignition coil. Obviously, we replace one. We do recommend replacing them in groups of 5 or 6, depending on if you have the T5 or the T6. Tools you'll need are T25 and T30 Torx Driver sockets, a 10mm socket, and a ratchet with a 2-inch extension, although the 2-inch extension is not 100% necessary. You can get by without it. Okay, pop your hood, pull a lever right down in here.
Okay, then there's a little tab you reach under right here, pull that up, pull your hood up. Okay, looking at the engine, your coils are underneath this cover here. You will need a T25 Torx bit, okay, and also a T30 Torx bit with a 2-inch extension and a ratchet. I do have an air ratchet here, makes things go a little faster. First, we're going to start with the T25 Torx bit. We're going to remove 2 screws, one here and one here, and those hold this tube in place. And now we've mounted our T30 Torx bit with our extension, and we're going to remove the 8 screws that hold this and this cover on.
Okay, and I'm going to speed it up here as I remove those 8 T30 Torx screws. Obviously I'm using an air ratchet, which makes it faster. And since I'm speeding it up about 4 times, makes it look really fast, but obviously a ratchet will work just fine.
Now you can, there's a little kind of clasp right here, pull it out and lift this up, just kind of separate that out, take your oil cap off, and then just kind of pull this cover right off. Okay, I'm just going to put the old cap back on just to keep any debris from getting in there. And your coils are all right here, and some of them you may need to disconnect or unplug. And each one is held in by 1 bolt. Let's do this first one here, 10mm socket. That bolt, coil comes up and out at that point. If you need to change the plugs, just the next step is a plug socket, and right down in there is the plug. Okay, to change out your coil, like I said, there is a little tab here. Just going to lift up on it with my fingernail, disconnect. Okay, new coil from 1AAuto. Recommend replacing these 100 to 120,000 miles. It's going to bolt or clip right in. Okay, make sure it goes down on the spark plug. Push it right down in. Okay. You want to make sure you start this in and it grabs so you don't cross thread it in the aluminum. Once it gets tight, you want to make them firm but not too tight, probably about 7 to 8 foot-pounds. Okay, replace the other ones. Take your cap back off, lift up on the tube, slide that under. Okay, slide that over there, get it down in place, put this into place latch it right in there. And it's got another latch on this side. Latch that down.
Okay, so we don't bore you here. As we put it back together, we'll kick it into high gear. Just thread those 8 T30 Torx bolts in by hand, then tighten them up with your wrench. And once you've got those in, when you tighten them, they don't have to be extremely tight. You just want them nice and firm so they hold that plastic cover down. Then reposition your intake tube and put the 2 T25 screws back in that hold that in place. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.